You know how everyone says Ethereum is too slow for real-time apps? Well, what if I told you there's a project promising Solana-like speed but with Ethereum security, and it's actually working? No vaporware or 5-year roadmap. Real performance, real testnet, and real money behind it. It's called MegaETH, and no matter if you're a DeFi degen, a builder, or just crypto curious, this one should be on your radar. Before I continue, quick disclaimer. This isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm here to break down what MegaETH is, why it's got everyone from Vitalik to VCs buzzing, and whether I personally believe this project is solid. Also, I need you to ask for a favor. Hit that subscribe button. We're on a mission to hit 10,000 subscribers before the year ends. And with your support, we can absolutely make that happen. Let's get into it. MegaETH describes itself as the first real-time Ethereum. What does that mean? In simple terms, it's an Ethereum Layer-2 that runs at web speed. We're talking 10 millisecond block times and over 100,000 transactions per second. Most chains batch transactions in blocks every 2 to 12 seconds. MegaETH streams them continuously, so it feels more like using a normal app than a blockchain. And here's the thing, it's fully EVM compatible. That means developers don't need to rewrite their code. They can use Solidity, deploy smart contracts, and interact with wallets like MetaMask, just like they would on Ethereum. It's this combo of speed plus compatibility plus security that's caught people's attention. In fact, many are already calling it one of the most important experiments in Ethereum scaling. By focusing on latency and UX while staying Ethereum aligned, MegaETH aims to close the usability gap that's long kept Web2 users away from Web3. So, how does MegaETH pull this off? Most blockchains process transactions sequentially, one at a time. MegaETH takes a different approach. It uses parallel execution, streaming block production, and JIT, just in time, compiled EVM code to unlock insane performance. In its public testnet launched in March 2025, it hit 15,000 to 20,000 transactions per second in practice, with block intervals down to 10 milliseconds. That's a huge leap from anything we've seen on Ethereum Layer-2s so far. The network uses superpowered sequencer nodes with massive RAM and CPU cores to push out microblocks in milliseconds. But they're not doing this alone. MegaETH relies on Ethereum for security, using EigenLayer's data availability layer. You could say MegaETH is trying to be Solana speed on Ethereum's trust layer. This isn't just theory either. Users interacting with the testnet have reported near instant transaction confirmations and a noticeably smoother interface, even for traditionally slow dApps like DEXs and NFT marketplaces. Now, let's talk about adoption. There's already a wave of developers building on MegaETH. The project launched its own accelerator called Mega Mafia, which has onboarded dozens of teams. Curve Finance, Gearbox, Redstone Oracles, Rarible, Hyperlane, and more have all started experimenting on testnet. Even better, wallets like MetaMask already support MegaETH, and infrastructure providers like Gelato, Orbiter, and ThirdWeb are integrated. In short, this isn't just hype. There's a real ecosystem forming, and it makes sense. When you offer devs EVM compatibility, but with lightning speed, you remove a huge barrier. DeFi apps can run faster, games can become real-time, and users don't have to wait for confirmations. One thing worth noting is that MegaETH has been actively engaging developers through hackathons and testnet incentives, helping to seed early tooling and innovation. Some of these apps may not be household names yet, but they could form the backbone of the next-gen Ethereum experience. Now, here's where things get really interesting. MegaETH held one of the largest public token auctions, raising over $450 million in ETH through a transparent, on-chain, English-style auction. The demand was insane. Over $1.3 billion in bids were submitted for just $50 million worth of tokens. That's not a typo. And unlike a lot of VC heavy chains, MegaETH structured this to be community first. Around 70% of the Mega token supply is reserved for the community, including testnet participants, future incentives, staking, and ecosystem growth. Early users who tested the network and interacted with DApps earned points to boost their allocation in the auction. This made the token launch feel more fair and native to the crypto community. There's no airdrop yet, but expectations are high that rewards will continue flowing to active users. The Mega token will power gas fees, staking governance, and likely play a big role in incentivizing builders and liquidity as mainnet nears. To add some perspective, other layer 2s like Blast and Starknet have recently faced backlash for opaque token allocations. MegaETH has tried to position itself as the antithesis of that: transparent, on-chain, and participatory. So, how does MegaETH stack up against other next-gen chains? Let's start with Monad, another highly anticipated EVM chain. Monad is building a brand new layer 1 with parallel execution and faster consensus. It's promising 10k TPS and 0.4 second block times. Impressive, but not quite MegaETH's level. Plus, Monad is a new layer 1, meaning it doesn't inherit Ethereum's trust or liquidity. Builders have to migrate. MegaETH, on the other hand, is a rollup. It posts data to Ethereum and stays aligned with ETH security. Then there's Eclipse, which uses Solana's virtual machine as a rollup. It's powerful and customizable, but not EVM compatible. That means Solidity devs need to learn a new stack. Finally, Hyperliquid, a lightning-fast layer 1 for trading. It has a huge throughput, 200k TPS, but it's very niche. It's not general-purpose chain. It's made for one thing: trading speed. MegaETH tries to offer the best of all worlds: EVM compatibility, Ethereum alignment, massive speed, and general purpose utility. And let's not forget that timing matters. A lot of these other projects are still in the development phase. MegaETH already has a live testnet, working integrations, and a community forming around it. Here's why MegaETH is perfectly positioned in the current cycle. First, performance is the new narrative. 2021 was about layer 1 wars. 2023-24 was about modular rollups. But in late 2025, the focus is shifting to execution speed, user experience, and scalability at the hardware level. People are tired of waiting 12 seconds for a transaction. We want real-time interactions like Web2 apps, but on-chain. MegaETH fits the narrative better than almost any other project. It's not trying to be another slow EVM chain. It's rethinking what Ethereum compatible can mean when you optimize for speed and UX. Second, the team is credible and active. They're publishing technical updates, innovating at the EVM level, and pushing forward decentralization plans. Third, the timing is perfect. With Ethereum scaling still a work in progress and users hungry for better UX, MegaETH is capturing attention at just the right moment. Finally, the L2 wars are heating up, and narratives matter more than ever. The chains that win will be the ones that feel fast, friendly, and familiar. MegaETH checks all three boxes. Now, for the fun part, my take. Am I optimistic about MegaETH? The short answer is yes. Do I think it'll outperform everything else? Too early to say. But I do believe MegaETH is one of the most credible attempts to solving Ethereum's UX problem. If they nail mainnet, and if developers actually ship great apps on top of it, it could become a major player. As for token price, no predictions here, but I will say this. Projects with this level of performance, real adoption, and strong narratives tend to do very well in bull markets, especially when the token launch isn't VC heavy and there's genuine community involvement. Even now, we're seeing speculation heat up as users position themselves for further reward cycles and the possibility of an aggressive liquidity mining program post-mainnet. MegaETH is a vision for what Ethereum could feel like, with none of the lag. Whether it becomes the Solana of L2s or fades into background will depend on what happens over the next 6 to 12 months. But if you're watching the space closely, this is definitely one of the projects worth paying attention to. If you made this far, Thank you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your thoughts on MegaETH. Have you tested the network? Do you think it can live up to the hype? We're on that push to 10K subs before the year ends, so help us get there. Appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.